We have another roster update on our hands, which means we have a huge potential to make a lot of stubs. We legitimately have a shot to have 4 new diamonds after this roster update, which means there's a lot of stubs to be spent and there's a lot of stubs to be made as well. As always, you guys are investing at your own risk. These are cards I'm investing in, which hopefully means in return we get a lot of stubs. Some of them might not go up, but a lot of them have a great potential. That's the reason why they're on this video. So just keep that in mind as you guys use your own stubs. As always, make sure you guys smash that like button for me. We're fighting the algorithm. That always helps out. Make sure you guys comment down below if there's any cards that I'm missing. I always go through everybody's comments and reply back to whatever you guys have for me so I can check it out as well. And make sure you guys are subscribing, turn on all notifications. That way you guys never miss a video. There's a lot of tips, there's a lot of tricks, and a lot of player debuts, and you guys do not want to miss any of them. So again, make sure you guys are subscribing. But without further ado, let's talk about all these cards and all the stubs we're going to be making off of them. So I probably sound like a broken record when we're talking about Sandy Alcantara, but for whatever reason, SDS does not want to give him a huge update. We've been banking on this for probably 3 weeks now because he's been one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he's finally gonna go gold. I promise you guys, he's gonna go gold finally. So over the last 14 days, my man has been absolutely killing it. A .161 batting average against, which means his hits per 9 are gonna obviously go up. He has 29 strikeouts and only 4 walks. The biggest problem with Sandy has always been his walks. He's actually been making sure he's not walking as many people now, which means his walks per 9 are going to go up. He's striking out a decent amount of players so far this year too. 71 strikeouts in 74 innings. Not the best. His strikeout numbers will probably stay the same. I'm going to give him a big boost in hits per 9 and walks per 9, which means Sandy Alcantara, the guy we've been waiting for forever it feels like, will finally go gold. Another pitcher we've been investing in quite a bit is Tariq Schoolball. We got on that hype train when he was a silver. Now he's a gold, and he has a potential. He's not going to go diamond yet, but he does have potential to go diamond maybe in the next roster update, but not this one. So with that being said, over the last 14 days, a 146 batting average against him, which again means that his hits per 9 are going to get a huge boost. He had 11 strikeouts and only 2 walks. He's kind of like Sandy Alcantara. Not as many walks, but just really doesn't strike out a ton of people. 58 innings pitched, 61 strikeouts. Maybe get like a +1 or a +2 to that. There won't be a huge boost there. But the hits per 9 should get a nice boost. Maybe even the walks per 9 could get even a +2 or a +3 as well. Tariq should probably be around an 83. Again, we're going to invest in him a lot right now. And hopefully by the next roster update, if he keeps it up, we can see him going diamond as well. Okay, we're on to our first hitter of the video. We have Rafael Devers. Now, Rafael Devers is a very interesting card, a really interesting person to talk about, because the problem with Rafael Devers, and we've talked about this a ton already in most of these videos, he just isn't a great fielder. They update fielding at the All-Star break, so as long as he has a really good year fielding, which I honestly don't really know that much about his fielding ability, but I've heard that it is pretty low compared to what he actually has been doing. He should go diamond, but obviously the All-Star break is a little bit of ways here. His hitting, I think, could actually get him there as well. So over the last 14 days, Rafael Devers is batting a whopping 368. He's been absolutely killing it this year. Against righties, he's batting 356. But more impressively, against lefties, he's batting 417. So we know that his contact numbers have been very good this year. It's the power numbers that we think have been lacking. But Rafael Devers, over the last 14 days, he does have 3 doubles and he has a home run. His power number is at 45. He should get a pretty nice boost to that, hoping around like a +5. I think his contact, again, at 417, he's batting against lefties. Now, again, small sample size, 12 at-bats, 5 hits. But of the 5 hits, 4 of them are extra base hits. So the power number should get a nice creep right there. And he's still doing fantastic against righties. He's batting 356. He has 3 home runs, 4 doubles. Those numbers can get a nice little boost too, probably a +2 to a +3. Now, if you guys look at it right now, a +12 is getting him to a diamond. I don't know how like super accurate that is, because a +12 is not going to happen. We know that, I guess, at least against righties. But if we add in maybe a +2 or a +3 all across the board for the contact and the power, and then you give him like a +5 or 6 to lefty power, I think he has a legitimate shot to finally go diamond. A lot of people have been asking me about him. I think this is finally the time that we get Rafael Devers to diamond. Okay, so the next card is going to be another pitcher. We have Zack Wheeler, the pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, Zack Wheeler is an interesting one, along the lines of Joe Musgrove. I don't know if he does go diamond this roster update. I think he does go up to an 84. At the last 7 days, he's got a 174 average against him, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. And the entire year, he's got a 237 average against him. So he had a really good start last time. I think it's a nice little boost with the hits per nine, even the Ks per nine as well. Walks, unfortunately, did have 3 walks, which is not very like him. In the last 14 days, he had 17 strikeouts and 3 walks. So obviously, all the walks came in his last start. He's an interesting one. I don't know if he's definitely not going to go diamond, but I think he gets a nice shot to an 84, which obviously will increase his price. If you have another good start, I don't know if he has another start between now and actually the next roster update. So it'll be interesting to see if he can have another good start there. That could ultimately boost him up there too. So Zack Wheeler, let's give him a +1 right there and get him to an 84. Now here's another card we've been investing in for a very long time. We started investing in Nestor Cortes when he was a bronze. He's now an 83 gold, and he has a legitimate shot of being a diamond this round. He's been amazing this year. We've talked about this, again, a million times already. Over the last 14 days, he does have 90 strikeouts, 3 walks, a 203 batting average against him, which is actually a little bit above what he was in the entire year, 178. So, again, that's a little bit above what he usually is, but still, Nestor Cortes gets some really good strikeout numbers. His walks numbers should keep coming up, too. He hasn't really been walking that many people at all this year. 14 walks in 6 innings pitched. That number has to get a nice boost right there. Like I said, his Ks per nine should get a nice boost. Maybe his hits per nine gets a slight decrease, but I think the attribute raise and Ks per nine and walks per nine should really help him out. Nestor Cortes from bronze to diamond. Let's book it. Let's get it going. Here is another card we've been investing in for a very long time. We started investing in Ty France when he was a silver. He's now at an 84 gold, and he is going to go diamond. I talked about it in our last video that he was going to go diamond. He's been keeping up the exact same numbers. He's been doing the same thing the entire year. Over the last 14 days, he's batting 391. He has 3 doubles and a home run. But against lefties is kind of the biggest thing that I'm looking at right here. Now, it's a very small sample size again, but the sample size against lefties the entire year is not going to be that huge. But he has 4 hits in his last 8 plate appearances, 3 singles, and 1 double. I think his contact number should get a nice little boost right there. A +7 to the right side of contact and power gets him to an 86. I think he should be very fine going to an 85. He might maybe get a boost up to an 86. I'm not positive about that. But against righties, he's batting 368. He has 2 doubles and 1 home run in that time span too. 55 power should get a nice little boost. I think his contact numbers maybe get a +1 or +2. Not a huge jump there. I think the biggest one we're going to get is with the lefty. But again, Ty France, we've been investing in him for a very long time. It's finally time for him to go diamond. And our final card for our roster update. I swear, we've been talking about Joe Musgrove since last year. He's at an 84. He's going diamond finally. We've been waiting for this moment for almost an entire year. Joe Musgrove has been amazing this year. He's been very, very good. And it's finally time to let this man go diamond. Over the last 14 days, even better yet, over the last 28 days, he's had a 167 batting average against them. Over the last 7 days, a 143. The hits per nine are going to get a massive boost, as they should, because he's been very good this year. The problem with him, though, is that he does kind of have a decent amount of walks, at least over the past, 14 days or so. Over the entire year, he's only has 14 over the course of 66 innings, which is very good. He's got 64 strikeouts in 66 innings as well, which are not great numbers either. The biggest thing that we're going to be looking at with Joe Musgrove is the hits per nine is going to go way up. He's going to be going diamond finally. We've been investing in this man since last year. Unfortunately, they just did not want to let him go diamond. I don't know why. Whatever reason, don't know what it is. He is finally, I promise you guys, Joe Musgrove, we've been investing in him for a very long time. He is gonna go diamond. And there you have it. That is all of our players we're gonna be investing in for this roster update. Again, make sure you guys comment down below any players I missed. I didn't really go over a lot of silver to gold. I was really focusing on the gold players going diamond. I think that's a big thing with this roster update. I have 4 cards going diamond. We'll see how many cards actually go diamond in this roster update. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.